Hi guys, welcome again to Rubasha Family Podcast. And thank you again for the last episode. I'm thanking you for the people who watch, and I thank you for the comment. The negative and the positive, all I know, you are supporter. And I know everybody will have our own belief. And that is why, again, I have to record the second one. So to be able to continue to share what we want to talk and what we want to discuss on this program. And as I say, this is a program for the families, program to motivate each other, program to share our view, program to talk each of us what we have and what we believe and how we move forward. And that is why we are here to discuss this. That is how I come the idea. I will express to you to talk and to share what I believe and what I'm thinking. It's my belief. It's personal belief. And as I say, this is family podcast. So this is aloys views and aloys thinking to believe. And I want to say some things about, especially for us African community or as our brothers. And I know I've been like you. I or say I'm Christian like every you. I have the same view before I start bringing up this program. And I know where we are coming from. I can understand each other because I'm related with you. But some things I want to ask you. There's a people who responded. But I want to ask you guys, don't respond with anger. There's no need here on this program for insult, for abuse, for any type of angry and more fanatic than anyone else. No, this is the view you are sharing. We may be not agree, but lest we listen, lest we understand it, and lest we talk and to respond to each other. Yes, and as I say, and I want to share with you, there is no God in the sky. The God lives with us. So the God creator is the one which lives with us and which live in our mind. That's what I'm saying. When I say we are God and God dwell in us, we are not God the creator. No. God create the universal, and then God, he come to dwell in us. That is the gift God give humanity, to be with us all the time and to be with us always and day and night. So I'm trying to tell you, God never leave humanity. Always God live with us. Even the Bible say, I'll be with you always. And that's why coming my point, where he is in us. Where? It's our mind. Our mind, it's only God on this earth. Our mind, it's only God is going to save us through God dwell in us. And that's why I say, God, I and my Father are one. That's what I mean. It's our Father, it's our heavenly Father creator. But live with us. And that is why God rules 1 + 1 = 1. And that is our God's mind. It's our mind. God is universal. All people, billions around in this earth, we have a universal mind. We have connected, our God mind connect us each other. And that is why we become one. But each will come in one, also we are identified unique. Everybody is God's mind is different. Everybody has his God mind thinking differently. what you wish, what you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to have. Each we have a different mind, God in us. But one thing we have in common is our universal. It's the mean wherever you travel, wherever you go to find somebody you have the same belief, the same mind, which is dwell in each other to do things together. And that's how I'm saying. Our God in this earth, He lives in us. There is no God out sky. In the sky we go to play to be able to go to heaven. The things I can tell you, your mind has everything. Your past, your present, your future is in your mind. There's no other places it could be. From now to today, you can remember the past. You can see the present. And you can see the future in your mind. That's why God dwells in us. And we talk to Him. There's somebody who talk to you every day. Day and night. You are sleeping. You are in the dream. There's somebody talk to you. That is God in you. That is God dwells in you. I'm telling you. God never leave humanity. Always He's been with us. And the Bible say, always I'll be with you. And we look be with you where? In our mind. Because our mind in this earth is the one which is going to save us. For any things you want to be, any things you have done, you have achieved from now, it's through your mind. It's through your thinking. And that's where everything starts. And now I'm telling you, when they say the Garden of Eden, where is it? Of the Garden of God, where is it? Do you think somewhere in the sky where you go to find everything is there and everything is free, there is no issue there? No. The Garden of Eden, it's in your mind. Your mind, it's everything. It's where you go to see the good, the bad, whatever you think is in your mind. Your mind is universal. It can take anything. In your mind, you can see billion people in your mind, not living anywhere. And I'll give you some example. We'll continue to look in the Bible or everything there. I just say something like, when Noah built his ark, where he put all couples in, the female and male, everything's just saved there. And there's nothing there physical where you could have parked that boat, where everything could be in there. But right now, in your mind, you can see that boat. You can see in your mind every male, female in you. Where you're sitting there right now, what you're doing right now, you can see it. That is how our mind is God. That is our mind is present, past, and future. Everything dwells in you. And your mind is the one save you or kills you. Every decision comes is just because from you. And that's what could see the mind of a person who is a leader, who manages everything, and the person which is he give a job and they work together, the same mind. A mind of a bodyguard or a mind of the person who protecting is the same mind. That mind has choose to protect somebody. And other mind, which is God, has choose to be a leadership and to be protected. And that is how it works. That is how you deal with your mind. And because you have realized in the history, there is a mind you have been protecting people, and then later that mind change and become leader. When you change your mind, when you change your God, God dwells in you as a give you everything you want and everything you desire. What I'm saying, we are sharing the same things there. You don't need to go to somebody else go to play for you, to tell what your mind is going to do. You deal with your mind, your God is going to let you to go wherever you want to go, wherever you want to do, and wherever you want to be successful. And as I say, this is belief. We are talking, we are sharing views. That I remember, before I learn this, before I understand this, before I start looking, wow, this is mine, it's everything. Whatever I achieved, whatever I do, to decide to this program, it just comes from my mind. I look at the mind doing the same things there. And then I say, okay, let me try even to do that. It was just true for my mind, not in other God from sky. No, our connected God, our connected mind. That is why it makes us to change. And always I keep telling you, and the last time I tell you, everything you see you have done, well or not well, it just comes to your mind. Everything's coming easier for you. It's just you deal with your mind. Anything you decide to do is with your mind. That is a God in us. That is a God give us that mind to protect us, that mind to create, that mind to invent. That's how you see in life. People who have been inventing everything, but after they invent, whatever they do, or after they create everything there, so other mind continue to work. Other gods continue to work with what somebody have been created, because it was created for all humanity. It was created for all gods in together. And only thing is just individual. That individual, he have unique identification to make some things worthwhile to everyone. But as soon you create it, we're using it as our own. Yes, you create a car, we got to use your car as mine. No one is going to care who created that car, because the car is belong to other gods. Everything you create mine. Like people who create these technologies, we can sit, talk, we can share, talk. They created for other gods and other mind, so we can come to enjoy it, what is our God has created to us. That is how connection you are. You go to travel everywhere around the world. You got to meet the person which our mind is going to be connected straight away. And that's how it works. You meet everybody connected outside wherever you are. And another thing which makes much connected, it's where we are believed, where we were born, where our culture is, where our sharing, our tradition, our customs, and also become connected with that mind. But you have to remember, everything have been created with a single mind. Every single mind has decided to create some things, and it put in us, and other mind we can follow, and other mind we can support. That's how life has been happening to us every time. That have been doing things together, because it's just a mind of God which have been created for all other humanity. That I keep saying, what do you think the Garden of Eden is? Where? As I say again, it's not in the sky. It's not up there. It's in you. This is your mind. It's everything. That's how we get connected. And other things made connected is just our culture. The people who think they eat the same food, they eat the same habit, they have the same tradition, they have been connected through their mind, because they feel is that how life is. And that is why you change, you believe, or you change your traditional, and sometimes it doesn't deal properly with other mind as God. That is how our mind work together. They're the one who go to agree, they're the one who's not going to disagree. But as I say, it doesn't make any difference. for our life. So our way to live, our way your body function. It doesn't matter when you live God in the sky or I live God in me. We got to still face our life with our humanity equally. That's why it doesn't make any difference. Whatsoever you do in life, our life is still the same. The leader who knows how to deal with their mind, they have been successful with that because they have that gift from God to use their mind. We go to church, we go to motivation speaker, we go to everywhere to get other God's mind and other God's ideas to be able to move forward for what you're doing. But the end, it's your mind. Do with that to be able to continue to successful what you're doing it. That is why when you do with your mind, when you work with your mind, you achieve what you want. You didn't know to go to anyone. You didn't know to go to a pastor or somebody else to go to pray for you to be successful. When you use your mind, when you use your God, is going to do what you have been asked your mind to do. And you remember, everything takes time. Sometimes you want something in 6 months and happen in a year or 6 months. And sometimes you can want something there, it happen on the spot. That is where again God the Creator comes in to let us our times become in the time He need. But it's through our mind. That's what it means. Through Jesus, you will never go to heaven until you go to Jesus Christ. And what He said, Jesus Christ again, it's your mind. You have to go through your mind to be able to go to be successful. Anything in this world have been created up to now. Any system, any product, it been created first from your mind. Somebody to make this camera, he started with his mind and he made it what his mind said. He worked with other gods and other minds which they are God, and they create something like that. But he had to start with one mind. And you know other things? Even if you want to buy this camera, he had to be in your mind first. You have to sit in your mind first. Which one you go to buy? What is going to be having there is going to be started from your mind. So that's how it works our mind. That's our mind is a God. Before you create it, you sit in your mind. As any building has built in this earth, somebody sits in his mind before is out there. Cars, everything have been built is somebody's mind first. It is the same. We go back for many years. This culture, this thing we are talking about culture, there are people's mind long time ago, many years ago, has put together in that time. And they put us together and we believe it and we continue to believe it. But the time is coming. We try to think to change it, but we say, no, we can't change it. It's fixed because it's our culture. No, it's going to change. Because you know what? The time changed. And the life changed. And you agree. Our culture is no more, is now based on the past. It's based to people who say something, who put things with using their mind. But our mind, somebody has tell us, no, he can't be changed. He has continued to be like that. Because if we change, we are not going to be the same people. Man, you remember, all humanity, we are the son of God. Could be Chinese, white, Indian, black, yellow, all. We are the son of God. The culture, it binds us. But the culture, it can change and we continue to be together. But we have been divided by the cultures. We have been divided what you eat. And then later you go to find out the food is the same. But is this different, that unique, you prepare that food. But that become something to make us be different, to make us not to be related. But later on, when you eat them, when you found this, how it happened, you found there's any different. You found there's not making any different for your life. It doesn't make any different how your body is feeling. Because everything, it's in our mind. And our mind is our God. And our mind is everything. That I keep trying to share with these guys. I'm telling you, just let's witness it. Let's we discuss about it. And as I say, I've been talking to you, I've been a Christian. I grew up in Rwanda, I've been Christian, a Catholic, all my life since I was born. And I moved to Kenya. And when I get married, I change, I become a Protestant. And then again, I immigrate to Australia. And where I live in my family. And then I become Presbyterian. I believe in Christianity life. But we still have one thing in common together. It's just the translation of the Bible, the way they translate to us. And that's what I discovered, the translation for most of the times, which is the colonialism brought to Africa, they translated in different ways. That's why I say my experience living in Australia, I see how church and religions getting smaller and smaller and smaller because the people and the culture is changing. It's not because they don't have good life. It's not because they have an issue in life. No. All the problems still have we together. But it's the way we are thinking our life. And the good things to think God is dwell in you. The God is with you. Your mind, it's your God. He make that energy to do things through your mind, to know you are responsible for your life. Any things you want to do, use your mind, thinking with your mind, to be able to go to somebody else who's going to play for you, to be able to do it, and why you can do it straight away, right now, right there where you are. The prayer is what you talk to your mind to be able to achieve. The prayer you pray to God what you want to have. You want to pray good life, happiness, love, money. You have to go to your mind. How to go to require all those things you need. And your mind is going to give you the way to go about it. And it's going to be not easy, but it's how you go through in heaven. Because to go through heaven, it means to achieve what you wish you want to successful. If you want to get health, you have to go through your mind to reach it. If you want to be successful in money, you have to go through your mind. So give you idea what business you go to do, how people you go to work with, how everything is going to do, and then you get your business. If you want a relationship, it's go through your mind. It tell you your mind. It tell you where to go. You know, you can leave your house with your mind. You think you want to good husband, you go to good wife, you go there, you found it somewhere. Anywhere you could go, you could found that person you are dreaming to be with. Through your mind, through your Jesus. It's your health. The program you buy to go to the gym, you go for walk, you go to have a diet. he had to go to your mind. Your mind is going to want it to go to take you to heaven. You can buy a diet. You can spend money to do diet. But that money is not going to send you to heaven. It's not going to give you that diet you want. It's not going to give you until you go through your mind and you think and then you change, and then that's how you go to heaven. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I give example. I start to go for walk every day, every single day. But it's a war between me and my mind. Do I go? Do I not go? Is it hot? It's raining? You have to talk to your God every day. Your mind, your day, he had to start with your mind. As I say, this is a program which is going to inspire family. We are working as a family. Before you leave home, you go to work, talk to your mind first. And talk to your family, the loved one, your wife, your children. Those are people you're going to have most of the time with them. Talk to them before you go and leave home happily. How you go to create it? Through your mind. You were angry last night, you do everything there, but forgot about it because it's your family. You got to come 8 hours, 10 hours, 15 hours, you got to come back there. Before you go there, it could be any issue, financial issue, anything there. Leave home happily, talk to your loved ones. And it's going to make you to come back again happily to see your loved ones. And again, wherever you go to work, where you go to have to many people, you remember our mind is universal, our goal. If you leave home, you go to meet your team, you meet your manager, you work everything there, you meet your client and go with mind to be happy, to be enjoy with them, is how you go to have. Stop that thing's bad day. A bad day is you created. No one created a bad day. Because the weather is not going to change. The weather is going to come whatever you want. Hot, cold, heat, everything. That we can't control about that. But you control how you go to face that heat. You go to control how to smile to your client every day. This is our program. We are working together. Our meditation is talk to your mind. Talk to your God. If you can't sleep at night, don't worry about sleepless. Talk to your mind. Your God is going to let you know why you can't sleep. He's going to talk to you what you want. He's going to remind you every person who come in your past. Every time, every person, anything's going to come to you in your mind. And I'm sure when you are sitting there watching my program, your mind is there. Your God is talking to you. He's telling you something. He's going to tell you how to go to respond in this program. And good, happily, insult, or whatever is happening, is not going to come from anywhere outside in you. It's going to come within you. That is why everything is human. It's your God. Your God, it's your mind. When you are leaving your home walking as a God, the confidence, the proud you feel yourself is different than when you think God is going to come from sky. Our pastors have been teaching us all those years, everything's there. A pastor, a bishop, a Christian, a follower, whatever name is there, our mind is one. Our God is one. We are good, we are here. When we serve other mind.